Okay, what's up to the audience? We were live on AKS1, my current main backup. I got some good advice from Rusty, and yeah, he was telling me, just calm down and just give a stream and not give a fuck, and I try to do that most of the time, but I don't know. I haven't liked my last few streams, so I'll give it a try that way. So I'll give it a shot now. The simps have really just I really asked myself, what's wrong with the world? The simps is the first thing that came to mind. You have these vagina worshipping, put up with anything, foot pick buying and bathwater drinking and and panty sniffing and all down the line. See, the problem is that you have all these unexperienced, thirsty guys who worship vagina. That's what they do. We have big problems. We have some pretty big, huge, serious problems. The food shortage crap and the energy inflation. Those are some serious fucking issues that I want to address, and I'll probably end up addressing it all in this chat. But the simps, man, but the simps, they ruin everything. They ruin the game, and I'm the last person to come on here and just complain nonstop. But these blue pill simps, um, the beta males, these weak men, they just ruin societies. See my comments section. We got Mr. Hemi. We got MGTOW Smurf. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. So I'm on Twitter and I'm on Twitch and I'm really trying to grow this thing. I was watching some crack whore interviews. It was a little bit entertaining. You have these crack whores in Kensington, Philadelphia. I've never been there. I've never been to Kensington. I couldn't tell you one way or another what the life is in those parts. I've seen document. I couldn't tell you what it's like to personally be in fucking Kensington, um, Philadelphia. What's up to D Man? I see him in my comments. What's up to D Man? See, I'll post him up. There he is. In Kensington, you have crack whores. You probably have tons of crime. Probably some slum type area. I don't whoremonger like that. I never have. I've never looked for women walking the streets just to get some pussy for like $40, $60. And I probably could, but they're probably filthy. They're probably some filthy grimy ass bitches. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. There's so many topics. There's the simps. There's so many topics. You got the crack whores. You got the simps. You got the jabs. You you got the food shortages. You got food. Let's talk about food prices. I just noticed that eggs are like $6 in New York City, in one of the boroughs, and that's a shitty price. $6 is. I was buying eggs for 2 for $5, and they were on sale constantly, and now it's $6, and that's just fucking insane. I want to see the middle. I want to see the minimum wage go up. I want to see the if the eggs are going up, the minimum wage should be going up. In New York City, the minimum wage is $15 an hour, and that's maybe the highest in the entire country. It's $15 an hour for minimum wage. I see D Man. He says it's $6 for a bag of Doritos. I see D Man, $6 for Doritos. Is that in a convenience store? Is that in a convenience store? Is that at a wholesaler? Is that a Walmart? Is that a supermarket? Is that a deli and grocery corner store? A deli and grocery neighborhood place? I don't know where it's $6, but I do believe it. I've been in supermarkets. I've gone, yeah, I've been in supermarkets where the real tall bag is like 350, and I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit expensive, but $6, if it's jumping to $6, that's pretty fucking depressing. That's pretty fucking depressing. Especially if these fucking rates, if they don't go up, it's pretty depressing. If minimum wage and general salaries don't rise along with these shitty prices. I'm back to these crack whores. I just saw an interview with a 60-year-old. I just saw an interview with a 60-year-old crack whore in Philadelphia, and it was just one of these things where you're like, yo, this bitch is 60 years old. I just saw an interview with a 60-year-old crackhead. I saw a 30-year-old crackhead. The age, it doesn't matter too much. I watched like 4 or 5 of these interviews, and it's crazy how shit is all over the world, and this is just in Kensington. It's it's crazy how shit is all around the in big cities. You have Philadelphia. I'm saying big cities. This this particular um documentary interview thing is just in Kensington, Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. I'm sure that there's tons of crackheads nationwide that are doing shit like this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, in my supermarket. It's not a wholesale huge supermarket like like Costco or something like that. Just a regular supermarket. It's just a regular supermarket. It's $6. It was $5.99. I was like, what the fuck? It's five on a bad day. It's five, it's five on a bad day. And I've had sales, and I've seen sales where it's 2 for $5, and I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. But $6 fucking. I'm like, you can kiss my ass. It's 50 cents. I'm an egg. And where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm D man. If you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind disclosing. Yeah, you got all of this fucking crazy shit, man. You, I see the prices. I'm going up, and it's sickening. I see the prices, and I've been hearing in the UK, you got 10 times business inflation. Oh, that's right. I think you told me. Yes. Yeah, you're up there. I don't want to disclose. If you did tell me, you don't want to mention. I'm thinking up north. Yeah, I think you did tell me, and I think we had this discussion. I don't want to disclose where I think that I remember. I don't want to put you. I don't want to dox you. Um, let's see. Yeah, New York is. It's a big fucking state. There's plenty of bumfuck. I've went up north. I went up north to Albany and to different places. I've been to. I've just been. I've driven. I've had days where I just like to drive aimlessly, and it's just a waste of gas. To be completely fucking honest, it's a way. I don't do that too much anymore. I don't do that too much now, because I'm like, yeah, that's just a waste of fucking gas. It's fun, but it puts wear and tear on your car, and it's a waste of gas. And there's other things like there's other things like making videos and thinking of ways to make money. The car rides, it's good, just to clear your mind and just to be doing something and going somewhere, But yeah, so I've been north. I've driven around aimlessly. I've driven around aimlessly to avoid tolls. That's why I stay in New York. It's why if I drive around aimlessly, I just try to avoid tolls. I go to Long Island, or I go to upstate, um, to avoid those fucking tolls. That's why I do that. And I like it when it's dead. And and if it's late night, like if I go to upstate, it's usually dead. The traffic, and there's a bunch of open scenery, so I like those drives upstate. Let's see, we got Wills. This is the first time I don't remember seeing you before. This is probably your first time. Welcome. I don't remember seeing you before. Um, at Avatar. Welcome to the AKS live streams. The best fucking live stream on YouTube that you'll ever fucking see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up to Samantha P? Yeah, me and Gone with John, we're somewhat close. I exchanged numbers with a few people. I exchanged numbers with Gone with John and with Rusty, and we keep in contact. Let's see. We got Iridium Kush. I can open this thing up if Iridium Kush, if you want on. I can open this thing up. Okay, cool. I'll pin the link. Yeah, the link will be there if people want to come in either now or later. See, I'll pin it right now. Knowledge Seekers 1. Yeah, and okay. Yeah, yeah, and D-Man is way up north, and I think that Iridium is like kind of like I think Massachusetts is. I don't want to embarrass myself. I think Massachusetts is east or northeast. I'm gonna look at the map before I pin that shit. I've been to Massachusetts. I've been to Boston. I've been passing by. I've seen some shit out there. I mean, New York State is fucking huge. Yeah, it's northeast. I should have just went with my instinct, but I don't make a fool of myself if I'm wrong. But yeah, yes, yeah. So yeah, we talked before. We're close to each other. You're you're close to Albany, and I'm close to Albany. Like I think Albany is in between where we're at. We let's see. Yes, I'm in New York City, and that's as far as that's as far as I'm going with the location. I think I almost went too far. I used to tell people when I first started I'm streaming. I used to tell people New York State. Since New York State is so fucking big, I was like, you'll never find me, and and I thought New York City is pretty fucking big too. You'll never find me. I'm here either. So fuck it. I tell people I'm New York City. I'm not telling people I live in this borough and I live in this neighborhood. It's going too far. But yeah, Western Mass. Yeah, you got places like Cape. I know the cities. You got places like Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Or no, I think Martha's Vineyard. Okay, you got places like Nantucket. Martha's Vineyard is in Delaware, right? I was in Massachusetts. Martha's Vineyard. Okay, Martha. I'm gonna pin live. Bam, pinned. Yeah, New England. We're all New Easterners. Everybody in this chat so far. We got everybody in this chat. We got D Man. We got Iridium Kush. We got Samantha P. Nor'easterners. Welcome. Yeah. The, the thing that I like. The thing that I like about the Northeast. I think there's there's two big things. There's two big things. The thing that I like about the Northeast is that there's no crazy fucking weather conditions unless it's snow or some hurricanes, which aren't too bad. There's not crazy life threatening weather except for maybe snowstorms. And there's no danger and there's no crazy dangerous animals lurking around. You know, you take place. You take place. You take Arizona. You have snakes. You have you take Arizona. You take these hot places. You take these hot places with nice winters. You take these hot places. There's still some caveats. There's still some. There's still trade. There's still some trade offs to to uh to these hot places. You have snakes, you have spiders, you have scorpions, you have other poisonous shit, you have sharks. It's fucking ridiculous in these hot places. You have all these dangerous you have the you have all these dangerous small animals. You have snakes that can sneak up on you. You have spiders that can really sneak up on you. You have scorpions. Fuck all of that noise. Let's see. Trimming your weed. I'm getting the seeds and stems out. I'm trimming the weed. Yeah, I'm trimming the weed. I'm Iridium Kush. He doesn't smoke weed with seeds in it, but there's still stems, I imagine. Yeah. Same thing with Florida. Yeah, same thing. Same thing with places like Florida and Alabama. They have tornadoes. I just learned that they get tornadoes in Florida, and I was like, fuck all of that bullshit. I don't want any fucking tornadoes. I think California. I think California is pretty good with the with the with the non life threatening weather. I don't know about their animals. I don't know if they have snakes and spiders and fucking scorpions in California, but I've heard in Arizona and Texas and Florida, they got some shit like that. You you only find a house spider in New York City. You're not gonna find a brown recluse. You're not gonna find a black widow or some shit like that, or a fucking or a rattlesnake. You know, and there's not these 30 feet of water 150 mile per hour fucking hurricanes. There's not these you know like like a hurricane will devastate Florida, all the way to freaking all the way to Texas. A Florida, a hurricane is gonna just fucking hurricane is just gonna destroy everything from Florida to Texas. Like, New York, you're not gonna get that. That's kind of what I like about that shit. I'm speaking, and while I'm on hurricanes, the Hurricane Ian, it put 1 million people out of power. I'm gonna text a couple of people right now. Copy. Yeah, I don't like to take away too much time from the fucking streams, but I like to network. I like to text. I like to tell people, hey, I'm fucking live. If you want to show up, come through. Let's see. Tornado. This this is a very good comment, and I was even thinking about talking about this before the show even started. The best months, and in terms of weather, that's the best months where you're not sweating your ass off or freezing your ass off. It would have to be like September, October, September to November. Usually not going to be. September. I was sweating. September was I was still sweating in September, just sitting in my house. Now I'm not sweating. Now it's starting to cool down at the end of September. November, then it starts. You're like, yeah, it's gonna start getting cold. There's been some. I've been through some warm Novembers, but that's usually when it ends, and that's when it starts. I'm getting fucking cold. Is in November. Yeah, there's earthquakes in California. What I heard, um, there's earthquakes, and I actually heard some other stories. I heard this huge high rise. It collapsed in Florida, a few years ago. That was some fucked up shit. I can only imagine. I can only imagine if I was in a high rise and that shit just collapsed. I can only imagine if I was in like a 40-story apartment building and the whole thing just fucking collapsed. I wonder who could survive. I wonder who did survive, and I wonder if there were any survivors, and there probably were. I wonder who survived and how they did. It's so fucked up. That that really is completely fucked up to have like a big skyrise just fucking collapse because it was poorly built or maintained. And like you just said, I don't know if you're talking about I don't know if you're talking about earthquakes, but yeah, I heard about earthquakes in California. But minus that, it's beautiful weather, and there's usually not too many other natural disasters in California. And if it wasn't for the liberals and the high cost of living, I would probably move to California. It's nice weather. I'm Dan Patrick, and welcome to the stream. Dan Patrick, I think this is the first time that I think you've commented before. Well, what's up to Dan Patrick? Let's see. I, I've been to I've been to Chicago. I've been to Chicago. It's colder than here. I went to Chicago. I drove. I drove. I drove from New York City to Chicago, and I didn't make it. I drove from New York City, and didn't make it past Pennsylvania because of the fucking snow. I had to turn back, and I almost fucking died. That was a legit near death experience. I had to drive. That was a legit near death fucking experience. I had to drive 20 miles per hour for 100 miles. You do the math. That's 5 hours of driving at 20 miles per hour just to get back to the the non-snowy parts of New York. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's some landmarks. Yeah, there's some big shit. You got the Empire State. You got the World Trade. You got the Liberty Bell. This is all northeastern shit. You you got the Statue of Liberty. You have a shit ton of landmarks. You have some shit in DC. You have some shit everywhere. Yeah, fires. That's true. But you need a lot of you need a bunch of trees. with these California fires, it's just tons of forest. You're not gonna be worried about a forest fire in a big city, So, but yeah, the forest fires are a thing in California. Yeah, yeah, a million people lost power in in um in Southwest Florida, to my knowledge. Worst part of weather up here is winter is so damn long. Yeah. Yeah, just this past year it was cold. It just this past just this past winter it was cold. I'm into May. I was like, it's fucking May and it's still fucking cold. WTF? It was still 40 degrees. Yeah, yeah. I remember in May. I was like, it's still. I remember in May, it's 40 degrees. I'm like, what the fuck? Give me a fucking break. It's fucking May already. I was, I was hoping in April it would start coming around. And the winter was long as fuck this past year, this past season. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that kind of sucks, especially in New York City. You can't have a pistol, you can't have a rifle, you can't have jack shit, you can't even have a shotgun, you can't even have a fucking crossbow. I don't think. Yeah, yeah, November is when it starts to. You're real fucking cold. There's no fucking leaves, and it's just depressingly chilly. You have to put winter jackets on. Um, and what's up, Rusty? We're just shooting the shit. I took your advice. Just I took your advice, just chilling the fuck out and just streaming and just shooting the shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These gun laws. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can go on and on and on about these gun laws. Because you think New York City, it's a big city. If tons of people, if they have guns, there's gonna be murders everywhere. But it's also a fucking liberal city. I don't think in Houston. I don't think in a big city like Houston, there's this big gun issue. I don't think in a big city like Miami. I don't know for sure. I would have to look it up. It's the liberal cities. I think in Chicago there's some issues. I think in Chicago. I know in New York City. Houston is a big city. I don't know what the gun situation is in Houston. I don't know what the gun situation is in Miami. I don't know the gun in Los Angeles. There's probably some strict gun laws. In California, which is a blue state, there's probably some sick gun laws. But you have places like Houston and Miami, which I don't know what the gun laws are in those places. Is the blue states is the blue states definitely has something to do with all this gun crap. I think in I think in Texas it's pretty normal. I think in Texas it doesn't matter if you're in a big city or in bumfuck farmland. You know, if you're in bumfuck middle of nowhere in Texas, or if you're in a big city, you can own whatever guns you want. You can own whatever guns. Let's see. Um, if people are knowledgeable, if people know what the gun situations in certain cities, like Houston or Miami, you guys can comment, or Austin, or or Jacksonville. I gotta be honest, I have no fucking clue. I have heard about the weather manipulation. I have heard that the elites. I have heard that they can manipulate. I have heard that the weather manipulation is a thing. I have heard that the elites can manipulate the weather, whether they fuck with the wind or they just add shit to the precipitation. I don't know what they do, but I heard that they can fuck with the weather. But I heard that they can manipulate and alter I have no idea. If you want my prediction, don't hold me to it. We had a cold winter last year. We had a shitty. It was a pretty shitty winter. I don't think it's always good winter, bad winter. I don't think it's always cold winter and warm winter and so on. I think sometimes you have like two bad winters in a row. So I have no fucking clue. I like to stay positive, but I also like to be a realist. If I was positive, we have damn near. If I was positive, there would be damn near any fucking snowfall whatsoever. If I was real positive, yeah, I'd be like, yo, I don't want any fucking snow on this whole fucking winter. But and there's been some winters where we got barely. There's been some winters with like 2 inches of snow maximum, and I love those winters. There's been some winters with and there's been some winters where it'll be 10 inches and then nothing will happen, and then before the old snow melts, you'll have another fucking 10 inches, and I hate that shit. So I have no fucking clue. I'm hoping for a snowless fucking winter. Mm, Yeah, yeah. My vehicle was sliding all over the place, and somehow I made it home. Yeah, it was cold. Yeah, into May, it was still fucking cold. Fucking bullshit. Into May, I'm like, yo, I'm like, it's, I'm like, I still have to wear a fucking winter coat in fucking May. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was asking myself, are the elites manipulating the fucking weather? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, yeah, it could be it. It could be a part of it. Does it snow? To Shinobi One. It doesn't snow in New Zealand. Um, I'm towards Shinobi One. It's hot as fuck in Australia. It's nice weather. Yeah, it's like because there's trying to picture. Yeah, yeah, it's nice fucking weather in Australia and New Zealand, so you don't have to worry about snow. Damn, there's a shitload of comments. I don't know if you mean iodine or iodide. I don't know if iridium Kush means iodine or iodide. But I don't know what silver iodide is. Is that your avatar? I know what iodine is. Iodide, I think I've heard. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what an iodide is. Iodine. I was thinking about buying some Alex Jones supplements. Is iodine and is I think he sells X3 and a bunch of other good shit that I thought about trying. You got to try the bone broth. It's the elites. They're not trying to help the the planet. Yeah. It's the elites. They're trying to fuck us over at every possible time that they can. Well, if you're talking about Washington and Vancouver and places like that, I don't know if you can consider Vancouver a part of the Northwest. Because it is Canada. But I I think trying to think if it snows in Vancouver. It probably does. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of like Washington. That's the corner. That's the northwestern corner of the United States. Is Washington State. I don't know if it I don't know if it what the weather is. I heard it rains a whole lot. That's that's what it is. That makes perfect sense. Yes. I can tolerate I can tolerate 100-degree weather. If I had to choose, I would take hot as fuck. Over as cold as shit. Most any day. That's just me. Yeah, I might cook something. Um, I might cook and eat something right after this. I might cook something like as soon as this thing ends. Like, who knows? Enjoy the feast. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see who's out there. Now I have to use my creative thought to 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 give the audience the best show ever fucking possible. Um, the best show imaginable. I have to use my creative free thinking. I have to use my creative red pill free thinking um no bound unlimited power fucking imagination and creative thinking to give you guys the best fucking show in fucking YouTube history, and it's happening because I'm out of fucking comments. Yeah, Iridium Kush, he's tired. That that's perfectly I'm understandable. I've been in those situations where people are running streams, and I've been in those situations where I just finished eating, or I wanted to start eating, or I was in the middle of eating, or I was resting, or I was in the middle, or some other shit. So, let's see, I'm on Twitch. Oh, this is different. No, no, this is okay. No, I'm on Twitch. I'm making big moves. I'm going to Rumble. I'm next. I'm going to Rumble. I think on Rumble, I don't have to worry about strikes and about other bullshit on Rumble. It seems like if I can get the damn thing to work, if I can link Rumble to these fucking streams, if I can link Rumble, that'll be a beautiful thing. If I can link give me 1 second. Do I really have to touch on the normies? That's what I wanted to do when I started this stream. Give me 1 second. Eh, When I started the stream, that's what I wanted to fucking really hit on. It's the fucking normies. It's the simps and it's the normies and it's the blue pillars and it's the blue pillars that fucking ruin every last fucking thing, and it's the non-creative fucking thinkers. It's the NPC. It's the non-creative thought. It's the non original thought. It's 95 percenters. I'm at least some people. At least some people you can get through to them. At least some people if you tell them. At least some people if you give them some new information. At least some people if you tell them, look, the elites, they're orchestrating all this food shortage crap. Listen, there's not nothing too special about this broad. She's just a set of tits and ass and and you should judge her on her personality. Um, even though even though you want those tits and you want the ass, you should look at her in terms of her behavior and not just what you know. If you try to explain, if you try to tell a simp, listen, she ain't that special. If you try to tell a simp just because she has big tits and a fat ass and a pretty face, you know, you have to train these simps to fucking you can't help you can't save some of these simps. The big downfall to all of these simps is that they can't judge is they can't see a woman's behavior for what it is. That's a big problem. And you can't get through to the simps in terms of women's behavior. You can't get through to the normies in terms of the government. I'm constantly I'm fucking them over. You can't get through to a lot. You can't get through to a lot of fucking people. You just can't get through to them. You just can't get through. You just can't get through. They're subject to their impulses. They're subject to their desires. They're subject to their conditioning. Um, they're subject to their programming. They're subject to their conditioning. Their impulses. Their fantasies. Their desires. They're subject to everything but what's reality, and that's a sad fucking truth. And that's a sad fucking fate and that's a sad fucking mindset of the normie. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I'll highlight. Hold on. I'll give these. I'll give the audience the comments, and I'll go back on my rant. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that you burn yourself out, but then when it comes to my stream, you're already burnt out. Damn. Maybe you'll get this. Maybe you'll get a second wind or a burst of energy. Maybe you'll get a second wind. Maybe just out of nowhere you'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go live. Who knows? Thanks to Iridium, I try to keep it going. I did have some good points. If nobody jumps on, I might just end it at the hour mark. If nobody jumps on, but what I did want to mention, what I did, but what I was in the middle of talking about, it was it's how it's how with it's how with reality. It's how the normies. It's how these NPCs they can't see reality for what it is. You know the simps. Oh shit! I see that comment. I'm gonna get to these comments after I give my tirade. If you think in terms of the simps,
Hey, how's it going, sir?
what's up, Iridium? You're MGTOW Sage now.
Yeah, I just put that in there for the hell of it. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to you and hope you're having a good night.
What's up,
And
buddy? Yep.
doing fine. Just had a busy week this week. Had a lot of shit going on. I was doing streams all weekend and then had a medical procedure yesterday and just busy with work stuff. And I got another busy day tomorrow, so I'm just spent. That's all. Tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I got a bunch of things that like, and I and it's like, I got a bunch of things. I try to manage my time. Sometimes the streams, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, do I really want to stream every fucking single day, or should I, I'm thinking even
Well,
just maybe,
I wouldn't
maybe.
stream every day
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah. I'd do it every few days or so. Just I mean that's kind of what I had in mind was to do it every few days or something like that, or maybe like once a week or something like that. Because I business travel a lot, so there'll be times so I wouldn't be able to stream for extended periods of time.
yeah.
Hey, Father Saunders, nice to see you. But yeah, hey, I just wanted to stop in real quick and say hello. I'm gonna bug out here because I am pretty tired and I got some more chores to do. But just wanted to say I have a good stream, sir, and it was a good stream tonight.
Yes. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. Always a pleasure.
Good to see Iridium. Good to see Iridium. He's got his channel. Um, yeah, if he starts streaming, that's cool. We should all make our own streams and content. We should all do our yeah. We should all make our own shit. I see Father Saunders. What's up to Father Saunders? If you want to jump on and chat, I got the thing. Um, I got the link pinned. What's up to Father Saunders? Yeah, Iridium. If he goes under Iridium Kush, I think I'm subscribed to his channel. I think he should start. I was watching. I started watching this shit. I'm back when Sandman and TFM were the two big names, and Sandman is still. I was streaming back when I'm trying to like. This was. I was watching. I was watching in 2013. 2014. 2014. I was like, fuck this PUA. Um, I'm pussy chasing. I'm fucking BS. I think I started binge watching. I think I started binging. In 2014, I would be in my car. I think in 2014, I would just be driving around and I would binge watch Sandman and TFM and Big John and a few others. I would binge watch. I would be binge watching Red Pill and MGTOW content 10 hours a.m. a day. I would be in my car. I would be driving around. I would be parked somewhere and just be taking it all in for hours and hours. Yeah, yeah. I do think that every single one of the people, I do think that every single person that ever watches this fucking video, I do think that anybody who has our mentality and our philosophy, I think that anybody who ever listened to MGTOW content and believes, I do believe that all of you should make your own shit. I do believe that anybody who keeps this philosophy should make their own. I do believe that anybody who understands this shit should put their own message out there and not worry about views or likes or comments or nothing. I think that they should just put their own shit out there and just make their own fucking message, and that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, these are two. These are two. Yeah, I remember these people. Yeah, these are two big names in the MGTOW Red Pill universe. I'm out here on YouTube. I do remember. I do remember a ton of names. Stardust. Stardust. He goes under Thinking Ape, and he still makes content. I'm like Sandman to this day. TFM. He's trying to do something similar. TFM. He's protecting his main channel. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad and it's kind of fucked up that YouTube and Susan and all these whacked out. It's kind of sad, It's kind of sad that always. Hold on, give me 1 second. It's kind of sad that Susan and all these whacked out lefty liberals. It's kind of sad, that they're like, we need to put a lid on men coming together. It's kind of sad that they have. It's kind of sad that they say that, oh, we can't be masculine men. We can't be groups of men who understand the realities of the fucking universe, and we're pissed off and we're fed up and we're pissed off and we're fed up with a bunch of simps and a bunch of dirty 304s, and we're pissed off with a bunch and we're pissed off with a bunch of Poindexter pipsqueak fucking beta males I'm coming to power and being the majority. If you look everywhere, it's a bunch of NPCs, it's a bunch of blue pillars, it's a bunch of Poindexters, it's a bunch of 304s, it's a bunch of pussy worshipping simps. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of fucking pathetic. It's a bunch of disgusting, pathetic, no self-esteem, um, NPC, fucking normies. It's a bunch of pathetic bullshit, and this is the vast majority. You know, it's a bunch of conditioned people who are subject to whatever they learned in school and whatever they watch on television. It's fucking pathetic. And I guess I'll leave it on that fucking note. I'll get into other shit. I'll get into a bunch of other shit on my next streams. I'll get into the food shortage. I'll get into a bunch of shit on the next one. Thank you for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you on the next one. And thank you, and I'm out. And thank you, and I'm fucking out of here. Thank you again. I'm out. Peace.